Hello, everyone, and welcome to High School Hockey Night in Tampa. We're broadcasting live from the TGH Iceplex, the official training facility of the Tampa Bay Lightning. We're in beautiful Brandon, Florida. Say that real fast 10 times. Where it's hot outside, but nice and cool inside. I'm Ted Boggs. I'll be your commentator, bringing you live play-by-play action for all our game coverage tonight on the Hockey Sports Network. If you've not done so, please subscribe, like the channel and videos. Also, please hit the notification bell so each time we go upload a new video or go live, you'll get notified. It's 100% free to you, but it helps grow the channel, grow our channel. The goal of channel growth is to get sponsors so that we can enhance our experience for the fans, players, and coaches through play-by-play coverage this fall on both high school and would like to get into broadcasting. Please consider joining the Hockey Sports Network as a ringside commentator or color commentator. Sorry, I had to look and make sure my mic was working correctly. Or a play-by-play broadcaster to expand our coverage capabilities. We plan to expand our coverage to pregame interviews, players of the game interviews, and bench coverage, which tonight you'll see some of that. Finally, if you've not done so, please check out our new podcast, Ice Time in the Barn. We do a week in review and discuss upcoming games. We also started a new segment called Stick and Puck Spotlight, where we hope everyone will enjoy. Our next Stick and Puck Spotlight will be just after the first game, so tune in to check it out. And if you miss it, look for it on the next episode of the podcast. As a matter of fact, we just had our third episode drop yesterday, so please check it out. Okay, now that we got the administrative duties out of the way, let's get into tonight's matchup. Our first game features Panthers Gold against Ice Bulls. Panthers Gold are in 7th place with a record of 2 wins, 5 losses, 2 ties with 6 points. Ice Bulls, with a record of 4 wins, 5 losses, and no ties, are tied for 6th place with Cabbage Criminals, who also have 8 points. Panthers Gold offense has scored 33 goals over 9 games, averaging 3.67 goals per game. Leading the way for Panthers Gold in scoring is Caden Hardy with 19 points, 12 goals, and 7 assists. For sure, his scoring ability and the foresight to pass at the right time makes him a true threat every time he's on the ice. The netminders are Ben Moron and Justin Fry. Overall, Ben and Justin has given up 43 goals and have a combined 4.78 goals against average over 9 games and have a combined record of 2 wins, 5 losses, and 2 ties. The Ice Bulls offense have also scored 33 goals over 9 games, averaging 3.67 goals per game. Leading the way is Connor Moriarty with 14 points, 8 goals, and 6 assists. Much like Caden Hardy, his skills with passing and scoring make him a dual threat, and it should be a great matchup when those two go head-to-head on the ice tonight. The netminders for the Ice Bulls include Jacob Otto and Mason Cessna. Although Mason has not played in any of the games so far this season, even though the Ice Bulls have played 9 games, Jacob has only finished 8 games, and he's given up a total of 31 goals with a 3.88 goals against average and an overall record of 3 wins, 5 losses, and 0 ties. So thank you for tuning in, as this should be a great one. If you have any suggestions to make the live broadcast better, like me not stumbling over my words, or the Ice Time in the Barn podcast better, please comment. Let us know your ideas. So this is going to wrap up 3 game activities as we get ready for some great hockey action. And with that, we'll be back momentarily as we're still waiting for the teams to take the ice. All right, so I'm going to leave it right here for the moment until we get them to join the ice. Both teams, again, coming up in between the games is going to be Tyler Smitty-Smith from Sharks Blue for our Stick and Puck Spotlight. So certainly hope you enjoy the broadcasting that we're providing to you on the Hockey Sports Network. Again, we do plan to expand coverage into the fall with covering the different locations. And we'll keep you posted through our channel on what's happening there, as well as Facebook. So we're also on Facebook as well. So the Hockey Sports Network, just search for that, and you'll find us there. So if you would go give it a like, share, and follow, that would be spectacular. Also on YouTube, like I said earlier, please like, share, subscribe. what that does, it helps us grow the channel. It gets more view, and the more times you view, the more videos that you like, the better it's going to be, and ultimately will enable us to provide the enhanced capabilities that we want to provide you this fall. So far, this has been pretty popular. We've actually gained probably close to 200 subscribers since we started covering the hockey games, the high school hockey games, and actually just the week before that, where we covered the 10U Rec League Championship, the 12U Championship, and the 14U Championship, right here on the Hockey Sports Network. Kind of got born out of the Scorpions hockey, and has grown into this. And it seems like a lot of you like it. The players like it, so we want to continue that. Because we do it for those of you who can't be here and would like to be able to see your favorite players and favorite teams. Also, would love it, as I mentioned earlier, that if someone has a want to broadcast, whether it's a bench reporter, a color commentator, or what would be a big help too is actually another play-by-play broadcaster, that we could do both sides of the ice at the same time. And that's going to be important as we move into the fall schedule with the high school hockey as well as youth hockey right here at the TJH Iceplex, the official training facility of the Tampa Bay Lightning. All right, so let's go through the lineups real quick. At least, well, I should say lineups. Let's go through the rosters real quick. Start with Bloomingdale. So on the roster is Gary Finnan, and if you guys remember, he got injured a few weeks ago, so unfortunately he's not able to finish the season, so he's greatly missed. But he did quite well for the time that he was on the ice. Next is Sam Leifers, Cam Sargent, Braden Shepard, Corbin Conrad, Josh Culberth, Jason Rummel, Jackson Warren, Cinnamon Weaver, Miles Miller, Hayden Jones, Connor Moriarty, Ryan Compton, Colin Green, and Brendan Swearingen. Of course, in the net, Jacob Otto. Also on the roster is Mason Cessna. For Plant Gold, you have Maxley Moss, Annabelle Adams, Casey Berger, Joshua Kitsis, Tanner Wise, Taylor Cowan, Caden Hardy, Parker Pizzo, Nick Pope, Micah Clark, Noah Santistevan, Max Kaddick, Quentin Reese, Connor Sickles, Ryan Staub, Brandon Staub, Dominic Rose, William Sharkanov, and Jackson Bayer. I paused as I was trying to actually go through the names and pronunciate them, and hopefully I did it justice. So, if you're listening, or if you know someone that's here and you're listening, please have them let me know if I need to pronounce a name correctly. We'd much appreciate it. Again, following this game is going to be Cabbage Criminals and Top Shelf. That'll be at 8:30, and 9:45 will be Sharks Gray and Sharks Blue. Game time is set to be in about 3 minutes. It is 7:12 on the clock. Of course, we'll run a little bit behind because they have not taken the ice yet, and there's nobody at the scorers table, as you can see, and nobody around. So, with that, we will pause while we wait for the games to get underway. So I think it's quite funny. I'll just share a little funny thing with everybody listening. Well, actually, you know what? I'm going to hold off on that because my son would probably not like that. You'll see him later tonight. He'll be on the ice as well. But anyway, so you may ask why I do this. Let's just skip to that. Let's skip on to this. Why I do this. I do this for you because, it means more to me that I'm able to allow you to see something that you couldn't normally see because you're not able to be here, right? So that's the main reason I do it. Like I said, I do want to grow the channel. Also, your likes, shares, subscribes, views, the viewing hours, the likes, the subscriptions. I know I'm repeating myself, but it's important because what that does is that allows us to grow the channel in the way that I can get advertisers and sponsors to support the channel, which enables us to cover our costs as well as continue the growth of, into other things. So, we'll continue to move it forward. And again, thank you for your support. It means a lot. Our first referee has entered the ice. Number 2 is coming on the ice as we speak. And we'll be getting underway here very shortly. Again, glad to have you join us here at the Hockey Sports Network. You can see the players now joining the ice as we get underway. So tonight should be a lot of fun as we get started. If sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. It may be, but it's right there as well. Perfect. Yeah. I didn't see that one. Yes. And I stuck one down on the post down there too, as the people come in. So hopefully they'll see it. So no, you're all good. I'm just glad you're wanting to do it. So it's awesome. I spoke to you. You're Chris, right? No, I'm sorry. You look like a gentleman I was talking to last week that knew somebody that wants to do some of the broadcasting. So, but anyway. I'm not a speaker. I'll be out there playing with the kids. Well, thank you so much for your support. Really appreciate it. All right. Talking with a fan there. Spectacular to have folks walk up and scan. I actually have a QR code on the back of my shirt. I'll flip it around here so you guys can see for a second. On the front, I have Hockey Sports Network. And then let me flip around to the back so you can see it. I have the QR code, but it's often most people have trouble scanning that. So it was an idea. It's not worked out the best, but at least it gains interest. I do have other QR code capabilities around here so that folks can sign up. So anyway, let's just take a look at some of the guys warming up here. We got the Ice Bulls getting ready. Got Moriarty, Jones, Leafers, Swearingen, Shepard, Conrad, Miles, Miller. Otto is in the goal. There's Ryan Compton out there. Sargent. Jackson Warren. Colin Green. Rummel, Jason Rummel. He's actually wearing, I thought I seen 88 on the back of his jersey. Although on the roster it has him listed as 18. But let's see if indeed that is the case. So we'll see him again here in a second. So it looks like the Culbreth is also out there. It looks like the Ice Bulls have Warren as well. I said Jackson earlier. Yeah, it is 88 for Rummel, so he's on the roster as 18, so we'll keep track of that, make sure we call his name and number correctly. About 47 seconds left down here on the Panthers Gold side. They are anemic in terms of players. They have 5 skaters. So if that pans out, they're going to have one line. But they have 2 goalies. They have They have Moran and Fry. So we got Moss, Staub, Sickles. Actually, both Staub brothers are there, and Pizzo. So Sickles, Pizzo, Staub brothers, and Caddick. So that's their 5, unless they're going to have a goalie fill in, and we'll see. So anyway, thank you so much for joining the broadcast. It means a lot. Means more than you know. So please make sure that you subscribe, like, share. Again, we're on Facebook as well, the Hockey Sports Network. So check that out. I post content up there. It's same content as you'll find on the channel, but just another way and method for the parents and whatnot to be able to see it. Links from there into the actual games. So again, thanks for joining. Glad to have you. We'll be getting underway here very shortly. I'm actually going to zoom in tonight a little bit more than usual. Let's see if we can bring a little bit better, closer coverage instead of the distant coverage we've been doing. We'll see how that goes here in the first game. If it goes well, then we will indeed move into covering the rest of the games like that tonight. So if, tell me, give me some feedback. I won't be able to see it live, but give me some feedback. I'll look at it after the game on what you think and if it's working well or not. It'd be greatly appreciated. As we're waiting here on the teams to finish up, as the Ice Bulls break it up at the goal. Again, it's going to be a tough night for Panthers Gold as they only have 5 skaters. So they have officially Parker Pizzo, Max Caddick, Ryan Staub, Brandon Staub, and Maxley Moss. So it's going to be an interesting game for that group of 5. Again, you have Justin Fry actually going in and taking the starting role in the goal. And you have Ben Moran on the ice, or on the bench to start things off. All right, about to get things underway here in the first period. Again, glad to have you all aboard. As the Staub brothers, Pizzo, Caddick, and Moss all come out to center ice. There's Caddick right there. I'm sorry, I didn't say that right. Sickles, Caddick, Staub brothers, and Moss. Hopefully I said that right. Sorry about that if I didn't. Coming out for the Ice Bulls is Moriarty. I think it's Green, which will be coming right at us here on our side, and I'm right. You have Warren. I also have Cinnamon Weaver. And I'll tell you the other 2 is in a minute. I couldn't quite get it. And there we are. We're underway. Swearingen and Moriarty to round it out. So Moriarty has it, passes it up, gets past everybody, goes for an icing call, and we'll bring that right back down here. And as I suspected, it's going to be to the right of Jacob Otto in the red circle. Same 5 remain on the ice for the Ice Bulls, and that's a given for Panthers Gold. Wish them the best tonight in this battle. Face off, won by Panthers Gold. Back out to the front. Pizzo has it, shoots towards the goal. Blocked by Otto. Moriarty has it now behind the net. Brings it around the boards. Caddick trying to keep it in the zone, couldn't. Puck's in front of us here. Warren tries to bring it in, cut off. Finally, still in the neutral zone. Moriarty brings it across the blue line and offsides because Green was deep into the zone. So we'll have the face-off. I'm going to say it's probably going to be right over there here in the first period with 11:20 to go. Again, thanks for joining us here on the Hockey Sports Network. I am incorrect. It's going to be right here, which makes sense because he crossed the blue line right there. So Ryan Compton will take the face-off. Rummel's in there now, along with Conrad. Shepard, Sargent, and that rounds him out. Puck's in the corner. Back out to Caddick. Caddick has it, tries to shoot, it's blocked. Pizzo now has it. Compton's right there with him. Pizzo dumps it in. And it actually would be icing technically because he was across the red line, but they didn't call it. Puck comes around to Shepard. Shepard out to Rummel. Cut off by Sickles as he tries to pass to Conrad. Brought down in the zone. Over against the far boards. Rummel has it. Tries to take it off the far boards to get it out of the zone. Cannot. Stolen by Compton away from Pizzo. Compton's on a breakaway. And Compton scores. And it's a 1-0 lead for the Ice Bulls here with 10:28 to go in the first period. All right. Hey, if you get a chance, make sure you check out our Ice Time in the Barn podcast. So Miller joins the ice out there with Cinnamon Weaver. Jones has it, brings it into the Panthers zone. Tries to deke around Staub, cannot. That would have been Brandon Staub. Puck out front. Leifers has it, shoots, blocked by Fry. Kicked back out. Goes to the neutral zone. Weaver cuts it off. Brandon Staub pushes it back down into the Ice Bull zone. Brought in the neutral zone. There's a battle for it right here in front of us. Brandon Staub was right there, and Pizzo has it poked away. Back to Caddick. Caddick over to there's an offsides called as a couple of the Panthers Gold. It was Max Moss that the pass went to before it came back across to Sickles. Ice Bulls win that one. Weaver has it, passes it over to Leifers. Leifers now bringing it into the neutral zone, passes head to Warren. Cut off by Caddick. Pizzo now has it, takes it behind the net. Brings it up the near boards. Cut off by Warren and Green. Warren has it, driving to the goal. Backhanded. Couldn't get it there. Follow up by Swearingen. Blocked by Fry. And the puck now comes up the ice by Sickles. Backhands over the goal. Comes back around. Brandon Staub's right there, along with Max Moss. Caddick and Pizzo are back. So there's only one Staub on the ice tonight. I thought there was two. Sorry about that. Behind the net, Pizzo gets it over to Moss. Moss gets it back out to Pizzo. Pizzo bringing up the ice with Brandon Staub and Sickles. Cut off there by Shepard. Slows Pizzo down. Back out front by Staub. No one there. Cut off by the Ice Bulls. Moriarty now over to Compton. Compton brings it in the zone. Compton to the middle. Cut off by Caddick. Warren has it. Tries to bring it back to the middle again. Green tries to get a shot off. Couldn't get it. Warren has it again. Shoots. Blocked by Fry. Follow-up. A host of Panthers Gold was right there to take it away as Pizzo brings it up. Tries to deke around. Cannot. Cut off. Taken away by Ryan Compton. Compton brings it up the ice. Against the board. Bounces against the board to get away from Caddick. Caddick was kind of holding on to him there. Goes behind the nets. Tries to get around to Rummel. Compton to Moriarty. Moriarty shoots. A deflection attempt by Compton right into the back of Pizzo. Puck comes out to the neutral zone. Pass across to Moriarty. Moriarty brings it up the ice into the zone. Brings it around to the net. Tries to stuff it in. Cannot. Fry's right there again. I believe that is Conrad passing over to Moriarty from the corner. It is. Back out to Rummel. Rummel tries to get in front of the net, but there's nobody there. cut off. Liefers has it, bringing it around behind the net. Gives it back to Conrad. Conrad pushes it around to Compton. Right there is Pizzo to take it away. Pizzo tries to get it out front. Liefers is there. Liefers takes it away. Deeks Moss. Shot wide right. Deflection by Fry. Cinnamon Weaver shoots. Blocked by Fry. Back to the front. Stolen away by Brandon Staub. Gets it out to Moss. Moss has it taken away by Compton. Shot towards the goal wide right. Off the near boards. Sickles is right here on it. Cut off and dumped into the zone by Weaver. Pizzo gets it out front. Weaver cuts it off. Has to reset because a host of her team is in the Panthers zone. Now brought back up again. Cut off. Compton finally comes up with it. Offsides as Conrad was just across the blue line. And I believe the faceoff will happen right here. With 6 minutes actually even to go, as Panthers Gold needs a little bit of water and fresh air or some oxygen. So you got Miller, Jones, Shepard, Moriarty, and I think that's Liefers. I'm not 100%, but we'll find out in a second. And here we go. Ice Bulls end up winning that one. Oh, it's Culbreth. Sorry about that. Not Liefers. Culbreth. Culbreth brings it up the ice. Deeks around. Backhanded shot. Fry is right there to block it away. Pass out front. Moriarty has it. Pass ahead. Cut off. Battle for it here in the neutral zone right in front of us. Jones is right on it. Along with Culbreth, he now has it. Miller trailing. Pass over to Moriarty. Moriarty shoots. Fry blocks it again. So Fry's been a wall back there as the puck comes around behind the net. Back out front to Moriarty. And it goes in the neutral zone, and the Ice Bulls will have to reset. Moriarty passes over to the near boards right in front of us. Jones comes out with it. Shot. Goal! Bears it low right. And Ice Bulls now lead it 2-0. Again, we are trying a kind of a new way of doing it tonight, where we are showing a little bit closer view. Sorry about the shaking there. So we'd love to hear if you enjoy it. If so, we will continue to do it. Pass ahead. Sargent now has it. Green's out there with Warren. Sargent passes ahead to Warren. Cut off by Staub. Liefers now has it, bringing it around through the zone. Down into the Panther zone. Green tries to push it towards the goal as it was poked away from Liefers. Liefers backhands it to Sargent in the corner. Picked up by Caddick. Caddick cut off by Warren. Moss is right there as well. Back out front. Shot, caught, and covered up by Jacob Fry. I'm sorry, Justin Fry, not Jacob. Jacob is the other goalie, Jacob Otto. So Justin Fry catches it, covers up to give his team a little bit of a breather with 4:25 to go here in the first period. And the faceoff will be just to his right. Looks like Pizzo and Warren. Ice Bulls win that one. Sargent over to Liefers, down the corner to Warren. Warren tries to deke around, taken away by Caddick. Caddick pushes ahead to Staub. Staub dumps it in behind the net. Brings it around. Goes down. Has it taken away. Still no one has it cleanly yet. Sargent finally comes up with it. Passes ahead. Cut off again by Pizzo. Sickles is trailing Sargent right here on the near boards. Sargent passes ahead to Warren. Warren now has it. Brings it into the zone. Over to Sickles. Gets it poked away. Sickles tried to get it out of the zone. Could not. Sargent now has it. Over to Liefers. Liefers drives towards the net. Has it taken away. And poked out by Staub. With Sargent on the chase on the puck, as it was not strong enough to go across the red line and be an icing. Sargent to Liefers. Liefers is being chased by Sickles. Rummel's now on the ice, as well as Compton. for the Ice Bulls. And Leifers tries to push it to the middle, just out of the Compton's reach. Back out to Rummel. Rummel pushes it down. And there's a battle for it. And finally, I think, out of that, I believe, was Warren. And that puts the Ice Bulls up 3-0. Hey, thanks for joining. Glad to have all of you aboard. It's absolutely fantastic to see this many of you joining the Hockey Sports Network's broadcast of High School Hockey Night in Tampa, featuring the Ice Bulls and Panthers Gold. Compton and Pizzo on the face-off. Panthers Gold wins it, pushes ahead to Sickles. Weaver's back on it. She passes over to, I think that's Moriarty, but we'll double check in a second as brings it up the ice. It is Moriarty. And drive tape to tape, cut off by Jacob Fry again. And the lead remains 3-0. With the faceoff happening over to the left of Jacob Fry. Moriarty was charging from the left side of Fry, and he was not going to he sealed off that corner and was not going to let anybody in there. Faceoff, Compton has it, wins the faceoff, shoots it, goes all the way around to Moriarty. Moriarty has it. Passes to the middle, tries to get it to Conrad. Could not. As it went wide right. Moriarty on the follow-up. A couple deflections there, almost went in. Back around to the far boards. Moriarty and Moss on the far side. Moriarty bringing it around. Passes down to Conrad. Conrad tries to get it out of there. Cannot. And the puck will come all the way up. We'll see if they call icing, and they do. And face-off will happen right down here with 2:04 to go in the first period. Again, thanks for joining us. Again, I can't thank you enough. Please like, share, subscribe, watch the videos, like the videos to help our channel grow so we can get advertisers and sponsors to help us grow more capabilities. So again, thank you so much. On the ice for the Ice Bulls are Colbert, Jones, Shepard, Sargent, and Millett. Same five, of course, on the ice for Panthers Gold. Poor, I got to feel sorry for him because there was only five of them that were playing every minute of every period. Jones has it, backhands it down in the middle. Pizzo cuts it off. Pizzo dumps it out to the middle. Sickles is on chase. Otto's right there, pokes it away. Sickles is battling out with Shepard. Comes in the neutral zone, and they do call offsides as they did not reset before the puck cross, or the puck cross and the player's cross. So we have a face-off right here in front of us with 1:42 to go here in the first period. Face-off won by, actually, Panthers Gold. Pizzo has it. And Jones is right on him. Colbreth there to pick up the rebound on the poke away. To the middle. Caddick cuts it off. Back to the middle again. Scores! Jones on the one-time deflection from Miller. And Ice Bulls lead it 4-0. Again, appreciate if you would comment, like, share, subscribe. But comment on this game. Let me know if you like the enhanced view, and enhanced by I mean zoomed in. If you like that better than the old view, the more distant view. And that way we can continue to make things better for you. Leifers has it. Resets. Pass ahead to Swearingen. Gets it ahead to Moriarty. Moriarty brings it to the middle, to right side, or left side. Goal! Top shelf, left side. As Jacob Fry was, essentially his view was blocked and did not see that coming, although he knew something was coming. And it's quickly 5-0 here in the first period with 1:01 to go. Pizzo and Warren take the face-off. And it's a battle for it. I'll call that a draw, but Panthers Gold finally comes out with it. Pizzo brings it into the zone and pushes it back into the neutral zone to reset. Staub's back on it. Trying to reset. Passes ahead to Pizzo. Pizzo loses it. Swearingen now has it. bringing in zone, pushes it back behind the net. Warren comes around to the near boards, picks it up, dekes to the middle, has it poked away by Caddick. Staub now has it, bringing up the ice. Sickles tries to get it to the middle. Deflected. Cut off by, I believe that's Warren. Passes it ahead to Green. To the middle. Swearingen and Green bringing it into the ice. And Green knocked down by Caddick. Caddick tries to deke around. Warren cannot as the puck finally Staub comes up with it, and that's the period. So the first period is going to end in a pretty big deficit for Panthers Gold as they do trail 5-0 in this one. It's a tough road to battle back for sure. All right. So again, thanks for joining us. Like I said, if you would please comment if you do like the more. I'll explain the reason why the shaking is going on. There's a bunch of kids running behind us. So if you know anything about the Iceplex in the second floor, usually on Friday nights there's a lot of kids running back and forth. So a few of the ice bowls came off the ice. Not sure what's going on there, but we shall see. Also know there is a Liberty Bell tournament going on down in Cape Coral. Sorry, I had to get it right. So Ben Moran now taking the goal for Plant Gold. Jacob Otto will be in the goal for Ice Bowls. Sickles, Moss, Pizzo, Staub, and Caddick. Again, the only five. It is the same five, but the only five. So you got Culbreth. I believe that's Conrad, Shepard, Jones, and I'll tell you the other players in a moment. Face-off won by Panthers Gold. Staub has it, passes ahead, cut off by Jones. Jones tries to deke around, cannot. Staub cuts it off. Pizzo's right there to pick it up. Pizzo trying to get it out. Culbreth takes it away. It was Miller, not Conrad, by the way. Shot by Culbreth. Blocked by Moran. Now Sickles has it, trying to bring up the ice. Caddick. Cut off by Jones. Caddick dekes around to the middle to Sickles, just out of his reach. Moss is right there to cut it off. Jones finally picks it up. Shot. And scores from just outside the top of the red circle on the left side. And now it's 6-0. And looks like a potential mystery player has joined the Panthers Gold to give him some help. So Swearingen, Warren, Weaver on the ice, along with Moriarty. To the middle was Mystery Player. Staub tries to get it, pokes it over to Mystery Player. Mystery Player has it, dekes around Warren. Passes ahead to Sickles. Sickles driving, passes back to Mystery Player. Mystery Player slows down, backhands it over to down around the boards to Sickles to the front. Nobody there except for Warren. Warren takes it and passes it ahead to Swearingen. Swearingen brings it in, passes it over to Warren, cut off by Mystery Player. Mystery Player bringing it up in the middle of the ice. It's a 3-on-2. Staub's right there with him. Tries to get over to Staub, cut off by Weaver. Puck comes behind the net. Now back out front. As Moriarty has it, brings it to the middle. Shoots, blocked by Pizzo. Follow up, blocked again. Follow up by Swearingen, blocked away by Moran. Pizzo now has it, bringing it up the far boards. Shepard's right there along with Weaver behind the net. Pass ahead to mystery player. Mystery player shoots just wide right of the goal. That could have been top shelf right side. Carbreth has it now. Bringing up the ice. I'm sorry, that's Jones, not Carbreth. I saw the 5. I thought it was Carbreth. But Carbreth is also on the ice. Compton has now donned the Plant Gold to give them some help. He put on his black uniform, so the Panthers Gold is getting some help. Compton towards the goal, wide right. So that's why you saw some of the Ice Bulls leave the ice, just to go provide some aid to Panthers Gold, and kudos to them for doing that. 9 minutes to go in this, and Jones has it. And I don't know who the mystery. I'm going to say just mystery players, since they don't have numbers, but they are former Ice Bulls. I say former. There's an icing. That's going to bring it back down here. They are Ice Bulls. Of course, Compton's easy to tell who that is, as it's coming into your review right now. The other Ice Bulls, I didn't catch who they were as they were leaving the ice. But on the it's going to be Green, Jones, Carbreth, and get to the other 2 Ice Bulls in a minute. Host of mystery players along with Pizzo and Caddick. Mystery player takes it, shoots wide right. Actually blocked out by Otto. Nice job. Pass to the middle. The other mystery player, Compton, again, because I could recognize him, back out front, cut off. Jacob Otto blocks it, goes to the right side of the goal. Sargent now has it. Sargent's trying to get it out of there. Pass ahead to Jones and Green. Back down to Sargent, just poked away. Pass over to Jones. Jones resetting. Now over to Carbreth. Carbreth trying to bring it up the ice. Caddick and mystery player right there to cut it off. Compton now passes ahead to the other mystery player. Mystery player cut off by Shepard and Sargent. As I believe that's Sargent bringing it up the ice. It is. Dumps it into the corner. Caddick and Pizzo right there. Staub also on the ice along with Moss. Compton is the other player, which is currently mystery player, so to speak. But I know who he is. Anyway, pass out front, cut off by Weaver. Jones on the deflect takes it away. Now bringing it up the ice. Shoots just over the goal and over Moran's glove, but I think they called offsides. And so we'll have a face-off right here with 7:34 to go here in the second period. Again, so glad you could join us here on the Hockey Sports Network. So far, I don't believe. I guess the face-off's over there. Sorry about that. Again, thank you all for joining. So glad to have you aboard. Mr. Fry, thanks for joining as well. Greatly appreciate you supporting the channel. And all of you who are not commented, thank you for joining the channel as well. Caddick has it, passes back around. Up the ice it comes. Moss and Moriarty. Moriarty tries to reset. Moriarty passes ahead. Tipped by Warren, but on the other side of the red line, so that forces a face-off to the right of Jacob Otto as icing was called. So you got Warren, Conrad, Moriarty, Weaver, and Miller on the ice. Actually, it's going to be to the left of Jacob. And you got Caddick, Sickles, Moss, Staub, and mystery player on the ice for Panthers Gold. There's a shot by Caddick, just off to the right of the goal. Comes to the near boards. Moss has it. Moss gets it over to Sickles. Sickles backhands it. Easily tapped away by Otto. Pass forward. Miller kicks it down into the Plant Gold zone. Conrad's trailing. Caddick has it. Warren's right there as well. Pass ahead. Mystery player. And I'm sorry, that is Caddick, I believe. Shot wide right by Staub. Mystery player does have it. Shoots, or tries to pass over to Staub just out of his reach. And that was going to be a wide open goal for sure. Sickles has it in the corner, battling it out. Finally, looks like Jones has it. Bring it up the ice. I'm sorry, that's Moriarty. Moriarty, not Jones. Nice job by whoever that is, mystery player, to cut off Moriarty. Caddick and Moriarty battling out against the down in the corner there. Out ahead to Staub. And Staub gets it over to Moss. Moss tips it just out of his reach. Now behind the net, cut off. Moriarty now has it again. Bring it up the ice. I'm sorry, that's Jones. I see the 4, and that's what I thought. It's shot on goal, blocked. Taken away by Caddick. Caddick to the zone. Cut off. And nice job by Otto. Wow, what a job by Otto. That's to poke that one away. A lot of extra shots that are coming right at him. So puck's cut off into the neutral zone here. Finally, Compton comes on the ice for Gold. Shoots, or Panthers Gold also. Again, blocked by Otto. Compton battling up with Shepard and Jones. Shepard has it. I'm sorry, Jones has it. Behind the net. Passes over to Shepard. Pass ahead to Swearingen just out of his reach as he goes down, and that's going to be icing. And we'll leave it right here with 4:38 to go here in the first period. Or, I'm sorry, second period. Second period. A little behind the times here, folks. Sorry about that. All right, here we go. Face-off won by the Ice Bulls. Kicked out, cut off by Pizzo to keep it in the zone. Pizzo over to mystery player. Mystery player drives to the goal, over top the goal, shot. Jones, I believe, trying to bring it up, is right here in front of us. Battling out with Pizzo. Puck comes back down. Compton has it, bringing it towards the goal on the right side, or left side of Otto. Otto blocks it. And it remains a 6-0 game. So Moriarty, Green, Conrad, Weaver, and Warren on the ice for the Ice Bulls. Compton, mystery player 1 and 2, and Sickles and Pizzo on the ice for Panthers Gold. Pass down to Sickles. Sickles to the middle. Tries to deflect it, could not. Moriarty brings it up the ice. Pizzo pokes it away. There's a shot anyways as Moriarty gets it back. Comes to the near boards. Green and Pizzo battling it out. Pizzo now bringing it up the ice. Shoots just to the left of the goal. I think Otto got a pad on that. As Compton retreats, gets it. Tries to get it back out against Staub. Finally comes up with it. Conrad blocks it. Pass ahead to mystery player. Mystery player out. Cut off by Cinnamon Weaver. She brings it down. And pass around the boards behind the net to Warren. Excuse me. Pizzo now has it. Green stick lifts but couldn't take it away. Pizzo brings it into the zone. Shot. Blocked again by Otto. Mystery player passes it back to Staub. Nice job by Staub. Good between the legs of Moriarty. Mystery player couldn't come up with it. Pizzo to Mr. Player that goes up off the glass. A block again. Moriarty now has it. Pass ahead. That's going to be icing. With 2:47 to go, and we'll leave it right here. All right, so on the ice for Panthers Gold, it's going to be Staub, Compton, Moss, Caddick, and they're missing one. Sickles comes back out. And he'll do the face-off against Shepard, Miller, Culbreth, Sargent, who currently has it. Sargent behind the net, trying to bring it up the ice. And the neutral zone. Dekes around Sickles. Pass backwards to Miller. Miller pushes through the goal. It was actually a shot on goal blocked away by Moran. 2:19 to go. Puck comes up into the neutral zone. Battling it out. Right in front of us. We're unfortunately view blocked it, but finally Brandon Staub comes out with it. Gets it ahead to Max Moss. Cut off by Sargent. Sargent dumps it behind the net. Miller and Staub right there. Miller trying to take it away. Colbreth as well. Pokes it back down. It's a pass out to mystery player from Caddick. Moss and Sickles come in with mystery player. Cut off by Sargent. Gets it back around to Swearingen. Swearingen trying to bring it up the ice. Cut off by Moss. Pass ahead to Miller, just out of his reach. Stop for Panthers Gold has it. Minute 30 to go in the period. Sickles over to mystery player. Mystery player to the middle. Blocked away by Shepard. Puck comes ahead. I believe Colbreth has it, trying to bring it to the middle. Gives it to Miller. Tries to pass it over to Swearingen. Cut off by Caddick. Staub's back on it behind the net. Cut off by Colbreth. Almost took it away, but nice job by Staub to maintain control as he brings it into the Ice Bull zone. Tries to pass to Sickles, just out of his reach. Back to mystery player. Tries to backhand it. Poked away. Cut off by Jones. Pass ahead to Miller, just out of his reach. As Miller and I think that's, I'm not going to speculate, I think that's Swearingen. Pass ahead by Staub to Pizzo. It was Swearingen. Pizzo shot blocked by Otto. That goes way up and out of the rink. Actually hits the post just to the left of the viewing area there. And we'll have a face-off right over there with 26 seconds to go here in the first period, or second period. Wow, I'm still stuck back in time, folks. Here we go. Shot out front over, or face-off one out front over to Pizzo. Pizzo shoots blocked by Otto. Puck goes around to Sickles. He gets it back to Caddick. Caddick tries to back it to Moss in the middle. That was blocked by Moriarty. Cinnamon Weaver's right there in front of the goal as well. Moriarty has it, trying to bring up the ice past Corbin Conrad. Warren trails also. Shot was taken because they were so far into the neutral zone, past the blue line, as time was going to expire. And this will take us to the third period. Again, coming up next, assuming he finds his way up here, because I'm broadcasting and didn't get a chance to give him a heads up. So I do see Smitty just down the way there. So he's going to step in here for our stick and puck spot. Wow. I got to work on my speaking before I start talking. Stick and puck spotlight. That'll be coming up here after the game's over. We will start the broadcast for the next game. And Smitty will join us, and we'll ask him a few questions. Get some player perspective, and then move into coverage of Top Shelf and Cabbage Criminals, with second place potential on the line for Top Shelf. All right, so it's going to be Caddick, Staub, Pizzo, Mr. Player. I think... So actually number 90, I'm sorry, I get the name incorrect. It says Moran on the roster, but that is not who's in the goal, at least based on the name. So my apologies if I've been saying his name wrong all along. But sincere apologies. I'll try to find out who that is and get that corrected. Fry will remain on the bench for now. So two mystery players, Caddick, Staub, Pizzo, Moss, and mystery player on the ice. It's going to be Culberth Green, Cinnamon Weaver, Moriarty, and I'll tell you who the other Ice Bull is in a minute. Ice Bulls win that one. Moriarty brings it in the zone. It's Swearingen. Moriarty to the left side, poked away by Mr. Player. Mr. Player dekes around. Swearingen shoots right into the glove of the Panthers goalie. And could not see his name from here, so again, my sincere apologies. That'll be the last time I apologize, but I can only go by what's in my hand. All right, there's the face-off. Down the corner, Moss has it. That's passed ahead. Moriarty cuts it off. Back to the middle, cut off by Mystery Player. Mystery Player hangs on to it, passes ahead to Pizzo. Pizzo out front, backhands, wide right. And puck to the middle, cut off. And before the next game, there's a shot backhanded by Pizzo wide left. I'll see if I can come up with the actual name versus what's on the roster. Culberth pushes to the middle, cut off. Nice job by the goalie, number 90. Again, folks, if you're enjoying this new close-up view, closer up view, if you will, please comment, let me know, and so we can keep doing it. So Miller, Conrad, Jones, Sargent, and Shepard on the ice. So my guess is Leafers is probably one of the mystery players. Matter of fact, he may be the one that's on the ice right now with the puck, passing ahead to Pizzo, cut off by Sargent and Jones. And shot, cut off, tapped away. So I know it's at least Leafers and Compton as Jones goes down in the corner. Caddick now has it. Bring it behind the net. Conrad tries to cut him off. Does. And about a foot in the corner. Conrad comes out with it. Staub is right there. He takes it away from Conrad. Out to Leafers. Ahead to Pizzo. Pizzo lost control for a second. Stolen away by Jones. 10 minutes to go. I'm guessing that clock is going to continue to run. Although there's been no goals for quite some time. Sargent brings it up the ice. Leafers right there. Tries to poke it away. Doesn't. Nice block by the goalie. So it's either Moran or the name on the back of the jersey, which I cannot read from here, for the goalie. Again, I'll quit talking about it, but it bugs me. Compton's now on the ice. Again, earlier on, if you wonder why I'm saying Compton's on the ice, well, it would make sense if he's with the Ice Bulls. He's actually playing for Panthers Gold. Panthers Gold only have five skaters, 5 forwards on the ice, and or defensive men as well, if you will. So 3 forwards, 2 defensive men. Puck behind the net by Sargent, missed. Wide left, Pizzo comes out with it. Pizzo bringing it up the ice. Tries to get it ahead, cannot. But maintains control as he brings it around to the net. Behind the net. Otto right there blocks it. Gets kicked away. So Compton and a couple of his teammates, I think it's Leafers, and I'm not sure who the other one is, joined Panthers Gold because they were short, way short of players. They had no break. And it was very great job by, there's a backhanded shot by Jones, goes well above the goal. Conrad to the middle. Kicked out by Sickles. Warren now has it. I'm sorry, that's Miller, not Conrad. Backhand by Warren, wide right. It was nice of them to help fill in and give the Panthers Gold a little bit of a breather. But unless something major happens, I suppose they're going to take this one and maintain their current position, and I think move to 500 on the season. Moss has it. Battle for it right here in front of us. Warren shoots, blocked away again by the goalie. Nice job. Compton and Warren battling it out. Puck comes back around to Moriarty. Moriarty backhands it to, I think that's Leafers. Also knows Mr. Player. Sickles is coming with him. There's a shot right between the legs of Weaver. Wide right, though, just above the goal. As Warren passes it ahead to Swearingen. Swearingen tries to bring it in. Cut off by Leafers. Compton now has it. Gives it back to Leafers. Pass ahead to Pizzo. Cut off by Moss, sorry. Cut off by Moriarty. Moriarty brings it in to the middle. Shoots. Blocked again by the goalie. Nice job. And it's going to remain. They did stop the clock. It's going to remain 6-0 as the faceoff will be to the right of the Panthers goalie. It's going to be Moss, Pizzo, Sickles, Compton, and Leafers, I believe, still on the ice for Panthers Gold. It's going to be Sargent, Shepard, Miller, Conrad, and Green for the Ice Bulls. Leafers brings it up the ice. Cut off, battle for it right here in front of us. Leafers comes out with it. Down in the zone. Pass to the middle, cut off by Sargent. It was a good pass, but just couldn't get it to Pizzo. Compton has it. Bring around behind the net. Back out to Sickles. Sickles in the middle, cut off by Sargent as they tried to get it to Pizzo. Great defense by Sargent there. Pass to the middle again, cut off by Sargent again. Pass ahead to Miller. Miller finally comes up with it. And back and forth, Sickles has it. Sickles tries to shoot, blocked away by Sargent again. Picked up by Shepard. Pizzo's in the corner with him and Moss. And Otto has been a complete wall back there, regardless of whoever's been throwing pucks at him. He's doing a great job tonight. Pizzo now has it. Gets it back out front. Leafers shoots, blocked again by the right pad of Otto. Sargent now has it, bringing it up the ice. Sargent slows it down. Tries to get it past Leafers. Cannot. Leafers blocked it to the middle. Nobody there but Moss. Now Miller has it. Miller tries to push it to the middle, and Conrad's there. Couldn't quite get it there. Pizzo now has it. Shoots. Wide right. I think Otto might have got a little piece of that. Sargent takes it away. Around this, the near boards. Pizzo and Culbreth battling it out right in front of us here. Pizzo dumps it back down to Sickles. Sickles and Sargent battling out behind the net. Sickles comes out with it. Backhands it to Otto. Otto covers up with 4:49 to go here in the third period. So again, so glad you could join us here on the Hockey Sports Network. Glad to have all of you. Please like, share, subscribe. Watch the videos, like the videos. It helps us grow the channel so we can bring more enhanced coverage and more capabilities to you. There's a face-off won by the Ice Bulls. Moriarty has it. Brings it around the near boards. Past Culbreth. Passes over to Warren. Down into the middle. Moriarty tried to tap it in, could not. Caddick tries to get it out to Moss. It's cut off. Pizzo trying to take it away. Gets poked away over to Warren. Caddick's right there. He pokes it away at the last second from Warren. Picked up by Moriarty. Tries to bring it, and it's caught in the net, so the whistle blown. And let's see where the faceoff will occur. And it looks like it's going to come out, as that puck was caught on the net in the middle. So they're going to bring it out right here with 4:14 to go in the period. Jones and Pizzo. Looks like the Ice Bulls are going to win this one. Warren has it. Bumped by Caddick. Caddick tries to take it away. Warren is going to get a penalty. First penalty of the game with 4:05 to go in the third. And it's going to come all the way down here for the face-off. It'll be to the left of Jacob Otto. as Warren put Caddick into the board and get it called for roughing. Again, 4:05 to go. So first power play of the game in favor of Panthers Gold. Going to have Compton, Leifers, mystery player, Pizzo, and Staub on the ice from the power play. Penalty kills Swearingen Jones, Cinnamon Weaver, and I'll tell you who the other player is in a minute. I think it's Swearingen. Actually, it's Shepard. So behind the net, Leifers has it, pushes to the middle. Jones cuts it off. Short-handed, Jones brings it up into the neutral zone. Jones back out towards the blue line, then turns and passes it back behind to Swearingen. Swearingen tries to get it out there, taken away by mystery player. I think that's Leifers. Brings it up the ice. Pizzo dumps it in at the last second before offsides could be called. And that's going to be, actually, it's going towards the goal. I thought it was going to be icing, but cut off by the goalie. Pizzo has it behind the net, gets it around to Leifers. Leifers ahead to the other mystery player. Cut off by Jones. Jones brings it into the zone. 2-on-1. Shot. Blocked and caught. Covered up. Actually now kicked out. So play will continue. As Pizzo has it. Pizzo passes ahead to Leifers. Leifers bringing it into the zone. Dekes around. Taken away by Shepard at the last second. Sargent now has it. 2:31 to go. 26 seconds left on the power play. Culbreth is bringing it up the ice with Swearingen. Cut off by Staub. Leifers has it. Tries to get ahead to Pizzo. Cannot. Cut off. Finally poked over to Pizzo. Pizzo bringing it into the zone. Shoots wide right. As it, I believe it was Culbreth's stick got to it. There's a push to the middle. Blocked by Otto again. Puck comes around behind the net. Compton's there to cut it off for Panthers Gold. Yeah, you heard me right. Panthers Gold. Some of the players went over to help out Panthers Gold because they only had 5 skaters. Culbreth now has it, driving towards the net. And tries to backhand it. Not in time. Miller was on that right side. Pass ahead. Probably could have passed it over for a goal. And got an assist out of it. Moriarty now has it. Moriarty's bringing it up the ice. Push to the middle. Shot just over. Hits the top of the crossbar. Just over and into the glass. Compton now has it. Passes over to Staub. Staub back to Compton. Compton tries to deke around. The puck goes back behind the net. Sargent and Moriarty was right there. About 1:10 to go in this one. Culbreth now has it. Culbreth's bringing it up the ice. Stick lifted by Compton and taken away. Pizzo finally comes up with it. Bringing it in the neutral zone. Drive it into the zone. Pizzo slows it down, backs around. Passes over to Sickles. Sickles tries to get to the middle, cut off by Sargent. Sargent's been doing a great job on defense. About 42 seconds to go in this one. Brought up the ice by Jones. Jones tries to pass over to Sargent, cut off by Pizzo. Definite, well, I shouldn't say definite goal, but a pretty good shot at a goal on the breakaway. Pass to the middle by Jones, goes all the way over to the far boards to Sargent, and that's the game, folks. Final score here, Ice Bulls 6, Panthers Gold 0. What a game that was, especially when the Ice Bulls came over to help out again. So glad to see that. And thank you all for joining here on the Hockey Sports Network. Our first game of the night. Coming up next is Top Shelf and Cabbage Criminals, and just before that game, you'll see our Stick and Puck Spotlight featuring Tyler Smitty Smith of Sharks Blue. Again, this is Ted Boggs. Thanks for joining us, and please join us again for the next broadcast.